YouTube is Michael from Asymmetrical Preparedness. So today I was thinking about a video that I've heard requested on a lot of other people's channels. People keep asking this question over and over and over. No matter how many people go over it, people always ask it. I guess it's one of those just hot topics. So the topic is how to get somebody into prepping. How to get somebody on board with prepping. Whether it be your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, best friend, whatever it is. And I know, other people have done videos on this. This isn't anything earth-breaking or, earth-shaking, anything like that. But, maybe you have some different ideas, some different ways to look at it. So, my first suggestion is to start slow. Ease them into it. And it depends on your situation. Also, it's so hard to speak to this. It's so hard to answer to it because everybody's different. Everybody's in different situations. Whether you're working, trying to get a man into prepping, a female into, a woman into prepping, whatever it may be. Everything's different. Your situation's different. You may live in the city. You may live in the country. It's just everybody's into different things. Your husband may be just totally into like football and that's it. Or your wife may totally be into like knitting and that's it. It's just there's so many variables. But across the board, these are just suggestions I have for across the board. Generally speaking, try them out, see if they work for you. Think about them. If they apply to you, if they not, maybe some of these do, maybe none of them do. I just hope that I can, get this information out there and hopefully help somebody, reach somebody, help somebody get somebody on board with prepping. So, have patience. Start slow. Also, no doom and gloom. No conspiracy theories. Don't go there. Unless they're into conspiracy theories, of course. Like I said, there's differences in who we're dealing with. It really matters about who you're talking to. So personalize this to what applies to you, what affects you, what might work for you. Different things like that. So, start with, approach it like emergency fund. I've talked about in other videos. We, recommend people know that they should have an emergency fund on hand, so that if an emergency comes up, you got that cash that you can pay for it. Because if you have an emergency fund, you don't have emergencies. I've said this before many times in my video. Dave Ramsey talks about it all the time. Emergency fund. Well, that's what prepping is. Prepping is an emergency fund for what might happen. Anything might happen. You might lose your job. You may get injured. You may not be able to work. You may have a natural disaster. Two more extreme things. Crap hitting the fan, economic collapse, all stuff like that. But don't go there yet. Just, chill, relax. Approach it from a very calm and collected manner. Insurance. That's a way to approach it. You have car insurance, you have health insurance, you have dental insurance, you have life insurance, all these different insurance. You have homeowners insurance, all these different insurances. Well, that's what prepping is. Prepping is insurance for any kind of situation that might go bad. Like I said, losing your job, getting injured. There's a lot of different ideas. You guys know what they are. So insurance. Approach it that way. Hey, honey, I've been thinking about, we need to review our insert name here, insurance policy, auto insurance, home insurance, whatever it is. We need to take a look at our insurance policies. And then say, hey, by the way, I was thinking about that, and I think, maybe having a little extra food on hand is kind of insurance also. You may approach it from that angle. Because that's what it is, for natural disasters or whatever. I'm going to take this off. I don't know if it looks funny, but got my work badge on here. I'm going to take that off, get it out of the way. Natural disasters. Also, appeal to a protective instinct. If you're parents, if you have children, mothers have that protective mothering instinct to provide for their family. Fathers have that instinct also to provide and to care for their families. So appeal to that aspect of it. Hey, honey, hey, babe, hey, whoever. I was thinking, the other day I was thinking about, how blessed we are for you to have a good job, or for us both to have good jobs. But, what happens if something happens to us? Or, You know, if we get injured, like I was talking about before, we lose our job, we get laid off, you know, things like that. Hey, you know, I was thinking about maybe we could have a little bit of extra food on hand, you know, just in case. So then we know that, hey, we can still feed the kids, or we can feed ourselves. You know, approach it from that angle, gently, you know, ease into it. Um, you be the judge. You know your situation. You know who you're dealing with. You know what might possibly get through them, what might not. Talk about peace of mind. Hey, honey, you know, I'm just worried about things, you know, things are tight, you know, or worried about the job sector you're in and layoffs. You know, I think it would really make me feel better, and I'd have more peace of mind. I'd be more relaxed and feel much better, much more confident, and just overall much better situation if we had peace of mind of having some food set aside um, for in case. Okay, or you could approach it from the aspect of, hey, you know, my grandma, I was just thinking the other day when I was looking at our little food pantry or our cupboards or whatever, my grandma always used to have, you know, grandma, grandpa, whatever, used to have you know, a basement with some canned goods and stuff like that. You know, I'd like to maybe get into canning. You could do it like that. Get into different skills that kind of lead you that direction. Hey, honey, I want to learn about canning, or I want to learn about dehydration. Let's make our own beef jerky. That'd be fun. Fun family project. Like I said, make this fun. Canning. Hey, let's can some peaches and then have them for desserts. Hey, let's make a little extra so we have them on hand so we can eat them throughout the year. There you go. You're already starting down the path of preparedness. It may be difficult to get the other person on board, but you can do it in little increments. You know. Yeah, start a small, little extra. Um, if you have, if you're subject to power outages or power failures, you know, losing power, talk about having, you know, worried about, hey, you know, the storm season's coming up. I think we should go to, you know, get a couple flashlights, some batteries, maybe some candles, maybe a lamp, something like that, you know, battery-powered lamp, you know, so we can do the things when power goes out. Medical. Just in case. If you live rural, well, that's an easy approach. Say, hey, honey, hey, babe, you know, whoever, hey, buddy. You know, it takes a while for the ambulance to get here. Maybe we should have some, like, rolled gauze, you know, maybe a tourniquet on hand. Oh, yeah, and, you know, I heard that Red Cross is doing these CPR first aid classes down at the fire station. You know, I think it'd be a really good idea for us to go to one. It'd be fun. You know, let's go have some fun. Let's go learn about some first aid and stuff like that, just in case something happens. Or even if you live in the city and, you know, you got a fire station downstairs. Well, whatever. What happens if you got cut really bad and you're bleeding really bad? Approach it from that angle. Have a little bit of extra medical stuff on hand. Or your kids, have like a boo-boo kit for your kids, you know. You're always worried about your kids. You want to take care of your kids. So approach it from that angle if you have kids. Firearms. Ammo. You could mention, you know, hey, honey, just, you know, I've been watching the news. It kind of seems like this world just seems like it's a more dangerous place nowadays. You know, maybe we should, you know, have you ever thought about getting a gun? Or, to start it off, you could say, hey, you know, whoever, I was thinking about going down to I heard there's this local indoor gun range, and there's this basic handgun introduction class. I think that'd be fun for us to do as a couple, or as buddies, or friends, or as a family, or whatever. You know, if you have little kids, okay, it may not apply. But, and then you go and you do it, and then that person, hopefully, will enjoy it. And if they enjoy it, then you go, hey, you know, they may even mention it. Hey, maybe we should get a gun. Hey, what about concealed carry permits to keep us safe? Peace of mind. Remember? Yeah. Do fun things like that bring it in, like CPR, first aid classes, handgun training. You can go, you know, just practical applications, things that help you, that you have fun doing. Make it fun, make it interesting. Like I said, prepping doesn't have to be boring. It is fun. And also, don't prep out of fear. This isn't about fear. This is about peace of mind. Food and water. You know, you have to eat and drink. So hey, honey, you know, the power goes out sometimes. How about we have a little extra water, you know, or just, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, just trying to get the juices flowing here, the creative juices, get your thought process going. I guess those apply to the things they already talked about, the ideas. Um, so don't push too hard. That's another note. You can judge how receptive they are or not receptive they are to different ideas. Maybe you have to shift focus. Maybe they're not so much thinking about firearms. Maybe they're not into firearms. Okay, so shift it into food. Shift it into medical. Any other situation, general survival items. I'll go over some other ideas here in just a sec. Yeah, like I said, start with CPR, first aid classes, shooting classes, basics. Just start slow, ease them into it. If you start, feel them out. If you start feeling like you're making good progress, step it up, just incrementally. Just do it slow. Don't, have patience. Don't push the person so then they just go like, I'm not interested in it at all. You're one of those, you're going weird, proper freak on me. All right, here's a really good one. I like this. Go hiking, backpacking, camping. Get out, do the things. It's fun. Do it as a couple, as a family, whatever your situation is. Do it. It's fun. Get out into nature. And then ask, to get some stuff, to do it more often, and some better quality gear. Wrote down a couple things like a better tent, hammock, sleeping bags, rain gear, better boots, socks, clothing, cookware, packs, etc. Then maybe go into having a gun for protection in the wild against, around here like we have cougars or bears, or if you have wolves where you're at, whatever you have, snakes, whatever you have. But yeah, make camping, hiking, backpacking, something like that. Get your family into it. Rock climbing, rappelling, shooting, hunting, fishing, all these different things. That's building skills and getting you practiced and ready for SHTF scenario. Plus all the gear that comes along with those that you're acquiring. You acquire the gear, you do the things, you get the skills. That's what prepping's about, and you can have fun doing it. Fishing is prepping, hunting is prepping, camping is prepping, hiking, backpacking, all these things. That's prepping. Okay? It's simple, it's fun. And plus you could add an active lifestyle and you get more fit and healthy and happier, and you get out in nature and the fresh air. It's wonderful, people. This is fun. Remember. Also, maybe stock more stuff in the vehicle because you're going out in rural areas more often. Hey, honey, let's get a case of water and throw it in the vehicle. Or let's get some of those emergency ration things or some camping food to throw in the vehicle just in case we decide when we're out and about, hey, let's just, out of whim, let's go camping, Let's keep all your camping gear in the vehicle. There you go. That's your get-home bag, your bug-out bag, whatever. See where I'm going? You can start small. It's pretty easy. I'm not saying it's easy to get somebody on board, but hopefully this will help you, give you some ideas to get in that direction. Do more active things. Live an active lifestyle. Whether, go scuba diving, go swimming, go running together. Just all these things you can turn them into prepping. You can twist them a little bit. Hey, I need this to do that. Get them off the couch. Get off from behind the keyboard. Unless you're watching my videos, that is. Then you're okay. Try to use other person as into, and then tweak them into preparedness. Some things I don't know about. If your person you're trying to get into is into video games, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. We don't do video games in my family. We don't do computers, really. We don't do electronics. We watch some TV. We don't even have TV, though. We just have Netflix. So, active lifestyle is what I'm getting at. Get out and garden. There's so many different things. Sit around a campfire in your front yard if you have the ability to do so. Or a fireplace in your home. And if you have a wood stove, you're like, oh, honey, hey, we got this good wood stove. Let's try cooking dinner on it. Oh, to do so, I need some cast iron pans. Okay, cool. Let's try this. Let's have Pioneer Day, where you go back to basics. Flip the power breaker off, like I talked about, and power going out, practicing. Make it fun, people. This is awesome. This is fun. This is a fun journey. Twist it. Make it fun. Try it. It doesn't have to be all serious or doom and gloom. Just make it fun. All right? I'm a man, so I can only really speak to how to get a man into prepping. Although, you know, I mean, I've been married quite a while. I know a little tiny bit about women. Not much. But okay, as a man, we have this thing called manly pride, I hope. If you're married to a man, he has manly pride. So you can appeal that to that very easily in his ability to take care of his family. When things go bad or stuff like that, or put him in different situations, appeal to that. That'll get him into prepping. You know, speaking from me, I think it would. But then again, I don't know. Guns, ammo, tools, those kind of things. That's manly stuff. Get him into that. Tactical gear, you know. Oh yeah, who doesn't want to be tactical, you know? What guy doesn't want to be running and gunning and stuff like that, you know? Out shooting and looting, you know? Just bring him in that way. I don't know. It's just an idea. Women. For a guy trying to get a woman into prepping, appeal to her motherly instincts. Her motherly instincts to take care of her family. Whether it's just you as her husband, or you as her best friend, or you and the kids in her family, and or older family with you, whatever your, like I said, whatever your situation is. I can't speak to whatever your situation you're in, but you gotta tweak it your own, you know, to yourself. I'm just trying to throw ideas out there. I'm trying to get your creative juices flowing. I'm trying to get the thought process going, the ideas, and let you know that it can be fun. Hopefully I got some good ideas out there in this video. I don't know. It may be really difficult for you to get the person you care about into prepping. It may be much easier than you think, but you don't know until you try. And you got to try to make it fun. If you don't make it fun, it'll be very much more difficult. You can always turn it into fun, though. You can always find some way to have fun with it. So many different things I could talk about. So many different ways to make it fun. You know, I can't even think about all of them. You can mountain biking, you know, kayaking, canoeing, going to the lake. There's so many different things you can tweak into preparedness. So I hope this helps you guys. I hope it gives you some good ideas, because I keep hearing this question on all the live chats I go on, all the videos I watch, all the comments and stuff like that. People are always asking, how do I get somebody on board to prepping? So I really hope this helps you guys. Remember, don't prep out of fear. Prep out of peace of mind. And another thing I love to say is perfection is the goal, excellence is expected, and failure is not an option. So think about that. Have that as your mindset, and you will go far. Alright, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe, hit that like button. If you want to email me at asymmetricalpreparedness@gmail.com, and I'll get to your emails as soon as I can. And please spread the word, spread the love. And I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and I'm not going to give up. So I don't care how many subscribers I get. I don't care if I only have 10. As long as those 10 are awesome people, I'll be happy. So love you guys, and have a good day. Blessings.